Hey there, everybody. Before we get straight on to your guys' reading, just an overview on how it's going to go. We're going to pull up your generals using the Kipper deck, and we're going to do the clarifications using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then we're going to close off your guys' reading with the Creativity Oracle deck. I wanted to use the Creativity Oracle deck because, I wanted to switch things up a bit. I got a little bit tired and bored, and I didn't want to use the same decks over and over again, so I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. But anyways, let's go on to your guys' general portion. I also want to say happy Mother's Day to all of you guys, especially women out there empowering the world. So happy Mother's Day, more Women's Day to you guys. Alright, so let's get into your guys' past here. Let's see. Okay, so we have message. What is this message about? A child concern. Now, this can be placed in many different stories. For example, what I'm getting is some of you guys might be literally concerned about an actual child, whether that is your guys' child, whether that is another party's or individual's child. The child card can also be a representation of a person's immaturity, right? Because whenever we think of a child, we think of somebody that hasn't been fully developed yet, right? Whenever we think of child, it's always somebody that doesn't understand the whole social concepts or structures or how things work, right? And they kind of like do things in their own way, which is not a bad thing, but like it there's a certain limit to it. But I'm getting that some of you guys might be getting some sort of message in regarding to a child. For I don't know if whether, like I said, this is your guys' child. I don't know if this is another individual's child. For some of you guys, it could be also just a person that is much more younger than you. That's another interpretation I'm getting. It could also be somebody that's like your niece or your nephew, or your younger, or like a cousin, a younger sibling of that sort. It doesn't necessarily have to be a message where you guys are like getting like a letter, like just like how in the 18th century, or you guys are getting a text message. I'm getting some of you guys could also be like intuitively getting some sort of messages or some sort of concerns in regarding to a particular person, and I'm primarily getting that it could be somebody that acts immature or that is a little bit younger. um but I'm getting that there is some sort of concerns in regarding to that. Let's go into your guys' present moment. We have the privileged lady. What about this privileged lady? Toil and labor. Marriage. That is interesting. Aries also pulled up the marriage card in the present moment. So let's see what's really going on here. Privileged lady, toil and labor, and marriage. Now, this is not going to be as bad as it seems. I actually see commitment on the horizon for you guys, surprising as it may seem. I feel like the only difference between your guys' reading and compared to Aries' reading is that Aries, it's like more of the mental obstacles that is standing in their way, while yours is like kind of like the physical obstacles, if that makes any sense. It could be also mental obstacles, well, maybe where maybe some of you guys are like not mentally prepared, or the other individual is not mentally prepared for a commitment, for a relationship, or for even taking things to the next level, right? But with the toil and labor, whenever the toil and labor card pops up, it's kind of like a symbolism to me of like actual physical work that needs to be done. For some of you guys, it could literally be the physical act of you guys actually like making your guys' connection known, or you guys actually like making it into a relationship, or letting your guys', like I said, connection known to the whole world, or even like for example, you know, well, yeah, like maybe getting into it, or maybe even like going into the next step where you guys, proclaim your guys' relationship, right? I feel like I do see potential for commitment, but I feel like it's something that has to be worked upon, right? It's not something where it's like, oh, this person is just gonna magically appear and you guys are gonna be already in a commitment. No, I don't see that happening for you guys. I see a potential person being around in your guys' energy, but I feel like you guys work your way up into that marriage and commitment, if that makes any sense, or if that is something that you guys are looking for, right? Um, I do see that there might be a little bit of some difficulties. There might be some rocky paths, but I feel like that is what's going to help you guys, get closer in regarding to your guys' relationship. Because you guys are taking the time to get to know each other. You guys are taking time to get to know what are some things that sets them off, what are some things that ticks them off, or what are some challenges, what are their challenges, what are their strengths, and what can you guys do to like work together and collaborate with one another to resolve the situation, right? That is what I'm getting. I feel like what's really standoffish about this person is with the privileged lady is the fact that this person has everything kind of going for them. Like I don't see them to be the type of person that is lazy. I don't see them to the type of person to be broke or have any type of financial issues. If they do end up having like financial or career issues, I feel like it's not something that's major or big, right? I feel like it's something that they really strive to work towards to get it resolved as soon as possible, right? I feel like they're also the type of person that would probably be the ones to like quickly pay their bills off on time, right? Try to quickly get everything out of the way so that they won't have to deal with it later on, right? That's the type of person I kind of see that person coming in for you. I see this person to be also somebody that's very hardworking. Or they could have had like a very harsh or something's like very interesting or exquisite about their past. Their past might have some sort of significance, is kind of what I'm getting there. Like how they made it up to their way into the career ladder or something like that. But I feel like whoever this person is somebody that has like a very unique trait about them. There's something about them that's like really unique, whether that's like their past or like their determination. It could literally be both, like their determination, their hard work, and things like that. I feel like that is something that is really standoffish about this person, but I feel like not in a bad way. It's something that's like kind of inspiring, and I feel like that's what's going to stand off when it comes to this kind of to a person to you. Going into your guys' future though, we got the house. So some of you guys could be looking for a house. Some of you guys could also be considering renovating a house, refurnishing a house. Um, this is gonna sound weird, but some of you guys might also be considering on finding a job in regarding to like what is it called, like architecture or design or something like that. Finding a job related to that. For some reason I'm getting that as well. Some of you guys that are like thinking about that as an option, that's kind of like confirmation for you guys to kind of consider it. But for some of you guys, what I'm primarily getting is some of you guys could be literally moving to a different house, or just like repainting a house, redesigning a house, or you guys could literally be like getting a job in regarding to houses or fixing up houses, is kind of what I'm getting. But we're going to look a little bit deeper into this. House, high honor. Okay. Imprisonment. Mm. This is gonna sound a bit weird, but we'll dive into it a little bit deeper when we get into the clarifications. But some of you guys might feel like you guys need to. I feel like some of you guys have this kind of. I don't want to call it indecision, but I feel like it's kind of like this situation you guys are in where it's like you guys want to get whatever this thing is, but it's like there's this particular obstacle that is kind of like, it's not a major obstacle, but it's something that's kind of like a little bit in the way, if that makes any sense, right? I feel like some of you guys, especially in regarding to a house, some of you guys could be looking to get a house, but I feel like the issue is that some of you guys might be a little bit like kind of afraid to take some sort of risk, if that makes any sense. Like, some of you guys might be afraid because, like, I feel like some of you guys feel like you guys need to be in a stable position before you go make the house. Like, I see you guys wanting to go after your plans, to go after whatever this thing is, right? But I feel like you guys have this sort of sense that where it's like you guys don't know if you guys should go after it, like get this house or some for something. For some of you guys could even be contemplating, like, even with the imprisonment card, especially like, is this house good for me? Is this house gonna last? Or like, which house is gonna be good, right? For some of you guys, it could be as simple as that, where it's like you guys are having indecision about a particular house. But I'm getting that to be sort of a concern for some reason, and I'm getting it's mainly because you guys feel like that it, getting that house might like take away your guys' stability. Like, I don't know if there's a particular house you guys want, and I'm getting that it might cost like a lot of money, or there's like it's a really good house, but like it requires a lot of renovations, and it like also takes a lot of your time and money. Or you, for some of you guys, I'm also getting that some of you guys might like this particular house because it has a lot of history to it. Um, is another thing that I'm kind of getting, but I feel like some of you guys might be a little bit concerned or worried because some of you guys might feel imprisoned, whether that's actually physically imprisoned, where it's like you guys don't know what to do after once you get that house, like how you're going to get your finances back, how you guys going to get your stability back. I'm getting this sort of sense of issue in regarding to stability. Like, am I going to be able to have extra savings or extra funds, to start my new job or to get my new car or like to get these things, redesigned or renovated, right? Is basically kind of what I'm getting here. But let's go and clarify these general messages with the Rider Waite tarot cards. You have a very interesting message that popped up. Let's clarify the message though. Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, some of you guys might be getting some sort of job offers or like business offers, any type of things. For some reason, I'm also getting loan that is popping up in my head. So some of you guys could be getting offers like to, get a loan or things like that. Especially if you guys are looking to get a house, I would highly recommend it because I feel like that's going to be really beneficial for you guys and help you guys out, especially if you guys are like a little bit concerned in regarding to your guys' stability. If you guys do have that option or that opportunity to get any sort of loans or any sort of like financial aid or things like that in regarding to that house, I feel like that would be really beneficial. I'm also getting some of you guys like maybe even talk to the lender as well. That's just something that popped into my head. I feel like it's going to be I feel like that might also be very beneficial for you guys as well. The thing about the Knight of Pentacles, it's also a representation of you needing to take your time as well and process everything. Compared to all the rest of the nights, all the rest of the nights are always charging for, they're going for whatever, they feel determined or whatever feels right to them, right? But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's a representation of you taking, you know, a risk, but it's a calculated risk, right? So that is basically what I'm getting here is you guys are calculating the risk, that the result of that risk, what could possibly happen and how to get prepared for that is kind of what I'm getting here. But either way, I see good benefits if you guys do have that option. And then we also got the star that's clarified by the child card. So some of you guys that have been wishing for a child, I don't know, for some of you guys, I do see the potentiality of you guys possibly getting a child if that is something that you guys are looking for. Um Also, I'm getting that some of your guys' like childhood dreams might be coming true, like whatever that may however that will make sense to you guys. Like, I don't know if you guys dreamed about getting a particular car when you was a child, or especially if you guys dreamed about a particular house you guys wanted, or like a partner or whatever. I don't know, something regarding to that. I'm getting that you guys, your guys' childhood dreams might come true, whatever you guys wanted when you guys were a child. For some reason, that is popping up. And then let's clarify the concern card. Okay, so we got Six of Wands here. I'm getting there being some sort of concerns because there is some sort of competition. I don't know in what regard it's exactly going for, because you have so many like scattered energies here. Like, you got some that are regarding to your guys' finances, you got some that are regarding to your guys' love life, you got some that are regarding to, like, especially the houses being influenced here. So however this may mean, but I'm getting that some of you guys might have some sort of concerns in regarding to you being able to stand out. Let's just say, for example, because the house is in there, right? Some of you guys might be having some sort of financial issues, right? So you guys are trying to figure out how can you make yourself as a buyer stand out compared to all the rest, to convince, like, the real estate, even, or even like the lender, like, how can I want this house, like, why I'm worthy to get this house, right? Some of you guys are even trying to do that. For some of you guys that are looking to be in a relationship, right? That's another example. Some of you guys are trying to figure out how can I make myself stand out more, or especially those of you guys that are wanting to get a particular business, right? Or, yeah, get some sort of financial aid or advice, or getting some particular career. Some of you guys are like, I'm getting that some of you guys are wanting this particular thing to come in, but I feel like it's a little bit difficult because there's a bit of competition, right? And I feel like it's something you guys always wanted it, but it's so difficult because almost every other person wants it as well. And I feel like you guys are all the time having to compete for it, and you guys are trying to figure out, how can I stand out compared to the rest of these individuals or the rest of these things or whatever, right? To get what I want, right? I'm especially getting, especially for something that you guys have been really working hard towards, or really been striving towards to get. And then let's clarify the privileged lady. We got Four of Cups. So I'm getting that some of you guys might be thinking about a particular person. Um, I'm getting primarily earth sign, or they have these kind of earth-like qualities to them. But I'm getting whoever this person is somebody that you kind of find very attractive. Somebody that you find that you guys can have a that you guys can settle down with and possibly have a commitment. I'm seeing you guys like contemplating whether it is worth to be with this person. And the thing about the Four of Cups is that the universe, it's like this universe has its hand out to this person and letting the person know, like, hey, you have this extra cup that you can collect, right? Because the whole point about it is to collect as many cups as you want to get the utmost happiness, right? But I see you guys like taking the time to contemplate and figure out whether this is worth taking. For some of you guys, I'm getting some of you guys are even possibly wondering if there's even something out there that's much more better. um and the thing is, you guys could be right, but the fact is, you guys probably won't know unless if you actually go for it. So I see you guys like trying to contemplate whether it's worth taking a risk, especially in regarding to a particular person. But I feel like it's really pointing out that you should go ahead and take it, since you already have that option given to you, right? And then if it ends up not working out, or if you end up finding something that might be even better than what you have, then you can go down into that lane. And then let's clarify the toil and labor. Strength. So I see you guys really. Well, actually, let me clarify the marriage card as well. The Emperor. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of stories in regarding to multiple fields. That's why I'm a little bit like, but I'm getting in regarding to like I don't know if this is in regarding to you or to this person. I'm getting that it could be in regarding to the other individual or party, where I'm getting that some of that, what, like I mentioned before, what is really admirable about this person that you guys might meet is the fact that how really bold they are. Like, might be even surprised about like how they just straight up tell you their feelings, or even if they go up to you and be like, hey, I want to ask you out, you want to go do this and then that. That's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like what's really interesting about this person is how they are very bold and they love taking risks. And I feel like it doesn't even have to be in regarding to relationships. It can also be in regarding to, I'm primarily getting in regarding to their career or financial path. I don't know why the career or finances is being very much highlighted, but I feel like what it's really trying to let you know is how you will know who this person is if they take a lot of bold and courageous risks. I feel like another way you will know who this person is if they're really passionate about their career or their finances. They might even talk to you about their work, like even outside of work. Like that's how bold and passionate they are. Another thing about it is I actually do see you being with this person, and I do see this person to be marriage material with the Emperor card. They might be your actual counterpart, is what I'm getting. I do see potential for an actual commitment, an actual relationship, a long term commitment, if that is something that you guys are looking for. But I feel like it's mainly due to the fact that you guys are contemplating way too much. It's very similar to the Aries read, which is so strange. It's like I'm getting that all of these zodiac signs by far has been getting these options primarily for those of you guys that are fire signs especially, but I feel like you guys are just like, in this kind of contemplation mode where it's like, is it really worth being with this person, or could I find somebody that's maybe better? Well, right now, since you do have that option of that person, it's probably best to stick with that person and then later on see down the road if this person is still worth being. But otherwise, I really see that this person is actually worth being, or at least like giving a shot, right? But let's go and clarify the house card. We got the High Priestess. So yeah, I see a lot of contemplation about a house. I'm gonna go a little bit more deeper here in just a second. The High Honor. Five of Pentacles, okay. Yeah. This is just all basically confirmation right here. You guys might be worried about in regarding to your guys' stability. You guys are really taking the time. Some of you guys, I'm even seeing you guys even probably like meditating, praying, doing all that stuff, like really trying to get in tune with yourself, really working with your guys' intuition to figure out if this is like worth the risk, if this is a very good calculated risk, and if I'm really prepared for what I'm going in with. Because I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles, it does represent poverty. So I'm seeing that you guys are very much worried in regarding to your guys' stability and finances after like purchasing a home or things like that. But the thing about it is very similar to that of the Aries reading. You also got the Eight of Swords, and that's clarified with the imprisonment. So that is telling me, and then in the back, we also got the Three of Wands. So that is telling me that this is all basically in your head. Now, I'm not saying that, you should go straight on charge for whatever feels right to you, right? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, of course, make sure you are taking a very calculated risk. Make sure you guys are following your gut. Make sure you guys are following your intuition and do all that good jazz, right? Make sure you do the spiritual work to figure out if this is something that is necessary for you guys, right? Is this going to provide you the thing that you need, the thing that you're looking for, right? Is moving to this neighborhood, moving to this house going to be necessary for you? Or could you guys maybe possibly wait a little bit longer, like maybe in the next season or something like that, right? So just consider like all the options, and more importantly, use your guys' intuition. Follow that gut feeling. What does your gut tell you, right? Maybe even tune in with your guys' ancestors, your higher self. The high priestess does represent getting much in tune with your guys' higher self, right? Beyond the physical realm, and determining if this is the right path for you, or if there's going to be any good benefits in regarding to this path. Because right now I see you guys just having so many concerns because you guys are afraid of your guys' stability might go downhill in regarding to that. Like I said, I'm primarily getting in regarding to a purchase of a house, a renovation, or whatever. You guys having to redesign or remodel a house, and that might affect your guys' finances. But the thing about the imprisonment as well as the Eight of Swords is it represents you guys overthinking things, you guys being too much in your head about it. So a lot of the pattern that I'm noticing a lot of these zodiac signs so far is the fact that there's a lot of overthinkingness, right? You guys contemplating way too much about it, which is not, there's nothing wrong with contemplating if you're doing it in the right way, right? If you guys are meditating about it, if you're doing the spiritual work in regarding to it, that's different. But if you're consistently thinking about it to the point where you even feel yourself drained, or you feel like just drained and you feel like even unmotivated, or you haven't been feeling yourself, then you're at that point depleting yourself, right? Because you're constantly overthinking it and it's overwhelming you. So I feel like what would be really important is that you don't think about it too much. It sounds much more simple than it is, right? But it's well, basically it sounds more easy said than done, right? But really it's not easy. You have to actually, really put in the effort to like kind of distract yourself. You have to put in the effort to like, not only do you have to find that sort of balance, right, to figure out how to work on this situation, how to resolve the problem, but you also have to find the balance to like not overdo it, right? And that's kind of a difficult part. The difficult part is always, trying to maintain that balance is kind of what I'm getting here. But the thing is, we do have the Three of Wands. So to me, that is a representation that yes, especially since we have mountains on that side, that yes, there will be some sort of challenges, especially in regarding to your guys' finances, if that is your guys' main issue that you guys are feeling or dealing with, right? Or any sort of just challenges or obstacles in general. But I feel like the thing about the Three of Wands is this guy, he leaves these Two of Wands behind, and he carries that one wand with him forward to his next journey, because he's already experienced the experiences, he's already taken those risks, he already took those journeys, he knows. So basically, one of the great insights I can give to you guys is based on your guys' experience, based on your guys' intuition, what feels right to you, right? You guys had experiences in the past. Go, like, it doesn't even have to be your guys' experiences, right? You can even go up and talk to your friend about it, right? Because the number three is always a symbolism of collaboration. So collaborating, communicating with other people, asking for their advice, asking for their experiences when taking this new journey, this new step, or even especially purchasing a house. What can I do to, resolve the situation? Or what can I do to be prepared for it? Or if this is even the right path for me, right? So, but what's really also important is just trying to stay positive and have a very good outlook on life. If I feel like if you try to stay positive throughout the whole process, it's not going to be as depressing, or you won't feel so much anxiety as if you were when you were already feeling it, right? It's just going to add more to the burden. It's going to add more to the stress. So just trying to keep things lighthearted, just try things and just see how it goes along the way, right? I feel like that's basically what it's trying to say here. All right, so let's go and close off your guys' reading with the Creativity Oracle deck. Fear. If you want to be free of fears and phobias, then you have to understand why they exist and make peace with them. So yeah, don't just run away from your guys' fears and anxieties. Work through them. That's the most important thing, right? And look at that. We also got like a house. I think it's a Taj Mahal, but it's kind of a representation of a house. So yeah, don't let your fears stop you from pursuing what you guys want or desire. Make sure you guys work through your emotions and figure out why you guys are feeling that. And then we also have actualization. You will achieve your full potential by virtue of your creativity and your honest pursuit of truth. So yeah, don't stop pursuing the truth. Always, work on your guys' creativity. Make sure you guys are using your imagination to your benefit as well too. You guys have much more potential in achieving whatever it is you guys want if you work on those qualities, right? Is what I'm getting. Look at that. We have a mother and a child. So it's also kind of a representation of tapping into you guys' not only your feminine side, but your intuitive side as well, too. Kind of a representation of the high priestess, especially with this circle here, because it's a symbolism of enlightenment, is kind of what I'm getting. And there's like this lotus that is blossoming behind her as well, too. And then we also got these two swans. So it's like I'm also seeing a potential partnership or commitment as well too. A lot of symbolism in these cards. Whoa, okay. Stuck. You may be stuck because you are overly attached to a method or piece. So yeah, another important thing to consider, make sure you guys have an open mind, right? It's good to also go and do things that you guys are comfortable with, and especially things you guys already experienced, but it's also a great idea to keep an open mind. And like I said, ask other people, like ask for their experiences. Maybe they might help you, provide you better insight, help you, provide you a better different approach to things, right? And look at that, we got a person right there. And the thing, and we also got the donkeys. Donkeys are kind of like also our guides, right? They kind of help take us through, take our stuff, take us and carry us through the journey, right? So I would say also companionship and talking to people is going to be a very good benefit for you guys as well. So, anyways, I hope that helped you guys. I hope you guys like the reading. If you guys are interested, you guys can also check out the other readings of any placements you guys are interested. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.